face justice. On May 21st, a grand jury in the Middle District of Tennessee returned a sealed indictment charging Abrego Garcia with alien smuggling and conspiracy to commit alien smuggling in violation of Title 8 U.S.C. 1324. We want to thank President Bukele for agreeing to return Abrego Garcia to the United States. Our government presented El Salvador with an arrest warrant, and they agreed to return him to our country. He is not coming back to our country. President Bukele said he was not sending him back. That's the end of the story. If he wanted to send him back, we would give him a plan. He is not coming back to our country. President Bukele said he was not sending him back. That's the end of... Do you plan to return him?
Well, I'm supposed to be suggesting that I smuggle terrorists into the United States, right? How can I return him to the United States? Like, I smuggle him into the United States, or what do I do? Of course, I'm not going to do it. It's like, the question is preposterous. How can I smuggle a terrorist into the United States? I don't have the power to return him to the United States. So you can release him inside of the...
We're grateful to President Bukele for agreeing to return him to our country to face these very serious charges. This is what American justice looks like. Upon completion of his sentence, we anticipate he will be returned to his home country of El Salvador. The grand jury found that over the past 9 years, Abrego Garcia has played a significant role in an alien smuggling.
There's a big difference between what the state of play was before the indictment and after the indictment. And so the reason why he is back and was returned was because there's an arrest warrant, which was presented to the government in El Salvador. So there's a big difference there. As far as whether it makes the ongoing litigation in Maryland moot, I would think so, but we don't know that. This, he just landed today.
Okay, so there is a bunch of allegations, a litany of allegations against Abrego Garcia, which, why didn't they just tell us to begin with? Why didn't they just tell us to begin with? Why didn't they just tell us all the damn charges that they had on him? So now there's this indictment in Tennessee, and he has to deal with all these litany. Definitely is a contradiction of never coming back. A bunch of extreme allegations. The 9-0 Supreme Court decision said that he needed to be effectuate and facilitate his return. So he's been returned, so in a way you could say that they complied with the Supreme Court order. And I saw a video where he was in like a van of 8 men. There's like 8 men in the van. He was pulled over for speeding, and then there was like some kids in the van. And then she had also said just a whole bunch of allegations. But let's just, the smuggling thing. So, is he smuggling? They said that is MS-13 as well. So, is he smuggling them to live in the United States, or is he smuggling them to, sell children to other people? I think that's kind of an interesting, question there. But ultimately, this Kilmar Abrego Garcia thing, the Supreme Court, because that was pretty brazen to just basically say, no, I'm not going to facilitate, I'm not going to effectuate, I'm not going to facilitate, I'm not going to bring him back. And then when Bukele says, how can I smuggle a terrorist into the United States? That's preposterous. What a preposterous question. And then they changed it. So in a way, this is going to make the Trump administration look really good, because they said that instead of just complying with the Supreme Court order, they went above and beyond. They said they presented the El Salvador president with an arrest warrant. And then that's how they got him to come back. It wasn't to do due process like they wanted to do in Maryland. It was the arrest warrant for the thing in Tennessee. So I think it's going to look good for the Trump administration, because what they're going to do is they're going to bring him back and give him due process. But with the whole litany of allegations, it makes him look like a really bad dude. Now, I had saw the lawyer. There was a lawyer for Abrego Garcia who had said that the charges, it was crazy about the charges, but they said that it came from 2 jailhouse snitches. And so he said the first question that he's going to ask is what they got in return. What did those 2 jailhouse snitches, what did they get in return for, saying the outlandish things that they had claimed? So, interesting turn about, interesting 180. Never coming back. Well, he came back, right? How can you smuggle terrorists into him? Well, I guess if there's an arrest warrant and they tell you, hey, send the guy back. So, interesting developments there.